What happens when Jinchi finally confronts Mao about his feelings and more, and how does she respond to everything? I can guarantee that you have no idea how this is about to go down. This comes from light novel 4, chapter 15, which is the head of the anime and manga. Having not seen each other for 2 months, Jinchi goes to talk to Mao at the apothecary on the grounds of the brothel. And of course, he comes bearing gifts, a velvet antler, so that Mao will pay attention and listen to him this time because she has a way of just getting out of these conversations. Jinchi straight up asks Mao this time if she is going to take him up on his proposal, referring to that she was brought on a trip as a prospect for marriage for Jinchi because he sought to marry her. To this, Mao's like, he really has strange taste. Because there are other prospects, but no, he wants Mao. And at one point, she almost mentions that he should pick Lishu instead, but she remembers how that ended last time, and she's like, I'm not dealing with that again. Jinchi's in his feels and he's like, do you hate me? And she's like, I don't hate you. And he doesn't love this answer, so she says, well, the caterpillar fungus, that made me happy. And he asks, what else? And she's like, the ox bizarre, I think is how you say it, that was helpful. And he's like, and she goes, and I want the velvet antler. And having it with her nonsense, Jinchi does something completely unexpected, and he knows her weakness. He grabs her ankle and then he runs his pinky along the back of her foot. And Mao's like, oh no, he knows. Who told him? And then she surmises that Suiran had learned this and that she's the one who told Jinchi of her weakness. And the tickling's continuing. Jinchi is looking down mischievously on Mao and she's trying to control it, but eventually she just bursts and she's laughing. Right after this, they end up getting interrupted, and so the two are not together again until the epilogue to continue this conversation. Mao and Jinchi are alone together at the apothecary, and Mao, this time she's taking precautions. She's actually sitting on her feet, and she's kind of hoping he'll leave because obviously she doesn't want to get tickled. So Cho walks in, she's like, cool, maybe Jinchi will leave. But no, he ends up telling Jinchi that Mao is ticklish on her back. To which he gives a demonstration tickling Mao, and Jinchi's like, oh, good to know. And then he gives some silver coin to Cho, and he's like, why don't you go run an errand? So he leaves, and they're alone again. And of course, he has to test this theory, so he tickles Mao's back, and of course she's ticklish. He looks down on her triumphantly, and he's like, this is me paying you back for last time, referring to her getting the upper hand in their previous kiss scene. Because she took control and made him feel like a novice. He mischievously is looking at her, and this is the light novel art of it happening. It's really cute. And then the book ends, and so does this video.